Hey, what's going on, world? Nope, not yet. Hey, what's going on, world? It's me again, Ethan Smith, aka Big Sarge. I got my man Whiskey Charlie on the Android, as we like to call it, on the team Android over here right now. Got Whiskey Charlie in there. Say what's going on, Whiskey Charlie.
Not a whole lot. What's going on, Big Sarge?
Oh, nothing much, man. Another day in paradise. We got Shooter, who just crept on in the camera scene. As y'all can see, Shooter say what's going on to the
I
people.
ain't Killer 6, man. I had to go get my refreshments.
So y'all know what it is. It's a happy Sunday, fun day. This is Grunt Speak. Well, this is by Grunts for Grunts, where everybody is welcome, but everybody cannot and will not be a member. So if you not 11 Bravo, 11 Charlie, or if you not tell your homeboy son, if you not a 0311, if you're not a 0311, if you not an infantry, if you don't hold that MOSQ identifier, this is you are welcome. What's going on, Yada? You are welcome. This is by Grunts for Grunts, where everybody is welcome. Everybody will not be a member and cannot be a member. You got to hold a certain identifier. But might not be for kids, but it's definitely a message in there for the kids that's listening to this message. And we're going to continue to get into this thing called Grunt Speak.
Alpha male.
So catch us up, man. What's been going on with your week, though, before we get into this alpha male, you and Sutton?
What, you about to start off with?
What's been going on with your week? I'm dead serious.
Man, just, you know, staying safe, man, same shit. Staying safe, getting out here, pushing it to the limits every day. Standing on these bootlickers' necks. You know what I'm talking about? Same shit, man. Look on the bootlickers' necks, boy.
I ain't heard that since, oh man, I almost forgot. We on Grunt Speak. And we what's the name, man? We ain't. There we go. Now it's official.
Oh, see, now
it's official. Now I'm official. Okay.
That's
now
why you
I'm
couldn't
official.
hear me.
Yeah. Now I couldn't hear. Now I'm official. So he said he's been out here putting his foot on the bootlicker's neck for the week, man. Continuing on that alpha male and that beta male, man. And speaking as grunts, how to help you get to that dominant male trait in your life so you can live the best version of your life and keep that happy life, happy wife. We got Whiskey Charlie over there. Whiskey Charlie already got his friends over there calling him white.
Oh, they calling him?
Calling him off. You say he ain't sitting there with white yesterday. Oh, man.
Hey, he got pulled like tug of war in that motherfucker, man.
Whiskey Charlie, you hear that?
He got pulled like tug of war over there, man.
So we looking at what does it take, what does it mean to be an alpha male again this week? And I know you can see this, Sutton.
Let me get the empty ball.
And we want to talk about what is the alpha males are gentlemen and beta males being nice guys, and we also want to discuss seeking genuine connection and seeking validation and the difference between the two. When you look at seeking genuine connection, what does that mean to you? Either you or my bad, Whiskey Charlie.
Oh shit.
What does that even look like to you when you look at seeking validation or connection? The genuine connection for an alpha male, meaning you maybe want to connect with other stronger guys. You become the company you keep. Or I used to be a person working in my beta male seeking validation, meaning that I needed someone else's approval. I mean, what do y'all think about that? Or do you remember a time and a place where you may have felt like you was in that position?
I was basically in that position in basic training. You know, that's the perfect example of that. You know,
is that the seeking validation?
It was both.
Okay.
Seeking the validation, and what else was it?
Seeking validation, and also the other one was genuine connection.
Yeah, making sure I fit in with with my craft. You know what I'm saying? Basically. But yeah, basically, I think basic training is the perfect example of that shit.
Okay. And why do you say that? We talking about For y'all don't understand, for the people that's out there that's watching Grunt Speak and we talk about basic training, it really breaks down in two different ways, to be honest, because you got regular basic training, which is 8 weeks, and then you have OSIT for infantry, which is 16 weeks, where we go basic training and right into school and everything else.
Basically, we ain't really in the books. You just gotta get out there and know how to shoot.
Absolutely.
Know how to shoot past PT test.
Well, yeah, when you really break it down, that's true. But that connection that we was looking for, what do you think that stemmed from? Was it for me? Was I guess trying being in the infantry post, being at the tip of the spear, right?
Making sure you can stand up for the challenge. You know what I'm saying? Getting through completion. Learning what you can out your craft. Getting the best from your drill sergeant, your instructor. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, you trying to mimic him. You know what I'm saying? Basically. I was trying to mimic the bows. You know what I'm saying? It was shit the bows taught us when we was getting smoked. We had our tie on so fucking clean, man. The canteens come out that motherfucker, but they dragging the whole time up the dirt road while we get smoked. And the bowl said, you see why I told you to tie that shit like that? That's why, man.
Yeah, you can comment. Y'all don't comment, say whatever you want to say. This is Grunt Speak, where you feel free to speak. Absolutely. We need you to comment, because what this is, when I say by Grunts for Grunts, this is just a group of me and my guys that was in the infantry and the army, and you understanding what it was like for us, what we dealt with in life, and how to deal with those people in your life. And in all actuality, we ain't no different than an everyday person in life. We just had to deal with things differently. And this is really a platform for men speaking, not just grunt men speaking, but for all men speaking. That's why we talking about alpha males today. You got Whiskey Charlie over there. You got all type of men going on about growing and moving forward in life. So yes, you can speak.
Hell yeah.
I ain't know you was looking at Dubos like that though.
Man, had to, bro. Motherfucker was squared away. What, he was a fucking E5?
6.
Oh, he's 6?
At 24 though.
Motherfucker was
or 20,
bad,
no, he was
bro.
26.
Bro, he was bad though. Bro.
For y'all that
he was cold.
You there, Whiskey Charlie? What we talking about right now? We talking about alpha males and connection and validation, and what Shooter is talking about when he say Dubos is our drill sergeant. And for y'all that don't know, man, if you 26 years old and you a staff sergeant as a drill sergeant in active duty, you fast tracking.
Right. But see, I ain't gonna lie to you. If I would have stayed in there, I got my E5 early. I probably had my shit about what 23 or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I was young. So, you know, I think but yeah, the boss though, I can say that was a role model to me when, you know, coming up and shit. That was one of my role models, to be professional in my motherfucking craft. You know what I'm saying?
So, for me, connection was always, well, what was, when you think about connection or validation, Whiskey Charlie, how does that relate to your life right now? When you think about connection, how you want to connect with other men, how you want to be part of maybe a certain fraternity or the people you're around, as opposed to validation, needing somebody to approve you.
You say, how do I feel about that, or no?
Yeah, how do you feel about that? What do you think about that when you think about, you know, they saying an alpha male is someone that seeks connection. But a beta male, meaning someone not living in their most natural state, is someone that seeks validation, as in, I need you to approve me to make sure I feel like I'm doing what I can do. Is that how that goes?
Yeah. It had to be my kids. My kid, my daughter.
Say that again?
I would be more of a beta male than an alpha male at that point, because a lot of times I seek for that. Approval, I guess you could say, especially at work and stuff like that.
Right.
Because I'm trying to grow in the business and stuff like that. So, I seek for the approval. Even in the military, I was seeking for approval. I try to do everything I can to the best of my ability, and I seek for the approval. And I did, you know, above and beyond just to get that approval, or it kind of like stuck out just by doing stuff, stupid shit, just to stick out to get their approval.
I have to say,
Of course,
well, I'm listening.
of course, when I was in school and stuff like that, I wasn't like the most popular kid. So I guess I'll kind of like correlates with that though too. I always like seek the attention afterwards because of the fact that I never considered myself worthy of really of a whole lot of things.
Right.
Got you. That makes sense. That makes perfect sense, and I'm glad that you brought that up because I remember when you was a young soldier in our group, and you were, and I don't even. It was validation because I was a person that seeked validation as well when I was younger, and a lot of people didn't know that about me just because my energy was so high impact. But also at the same time, I think you can seek validation as well as looking for something deeper, really being a connection, and that could be the alpha in you. You humble enough to know that, okay, some areas in my life I'm looking to be validated in. But in all honesty, the reason I'm looking to be validated is not by everybody. It's by certain men that I want to connect to. Adubos. Right. He's doing something that I want to do.
Somebody that's over me or where I'm trying to get. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I want to get up there where they at. You see what I'm saying? Get up, keep doing it like that, because what they say, if you the smartest motherfucker in your group,
you need to get a new group.
Yeah, same shit, man.
You need to get a new group. And that's what I think about when you look at this alpha male and beta male, and it says an alpha male want to connect, but even in a sense of you may be dealing in and feeling in both pressures, alpha and beta, because, excuse me, you are looking for validation from someone you feel like is in a position that you want to be in, you want to obtain.
You got to, man. It's always, you got to know how to get out there and get that information and process that information and put that shit out. Not just process it, but put it to your everyday life of that person that you know what I'm saying? Don't nobody know everything. You know what I'm saying? You always learning. I'm learning something from him every day.
And I'm
he did a whole assessment with me. He was right on with that motherfucker though, but I'm learning something from him about myself every day. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same way forward, man. If you think you can't learn nothing from nobody, you lost, man.
And that's what I think the difference is. Oh, thank you, Holy Spirit. That's what I call it. That's what I think the difference is then between an alpha male and a beta male. It's a choice. You can feel both things. Right. But you just said something on a deeper level. I look to connect with somebody because I'm learning something from them. I'm growing from them. Right. I'm past the validation stage. Oh, my man already said I'm sweet. Dubo said me and you was good soldiers. Right. You don't got to say that to me again. Yeah. Now I'm figuring out how to work in this group of people, how to connect. And the real alpha male understands that. Like Sutton talks about, you look to certain people at your job to validate that you're doing a good job and everything. And now that they validated you, okay, what can I do more to up the ante to connect in this group and fit?
Right. And keep that same, loyalty and, everything else too, man. You don't want to let them down.
Well, you keeping that same energy. You keeping that same drive. And then
they go feed off you. It's going to be like this. It's going to be like a motherfucking train, man.
That's what's so powerful about that tool, that assessment we just did. Because then when you know where your super characteristics, your power is for everybody on your team, now you strategically see the whole battlefield and you put people in position. Yep. And as an alpha male, you want to connect you with your wife in a way that frees you up to be you and frees her up to be her, right, and be comfortable enough emotionally, physically, spiritually, or whatever it is, right, so that y'all can really move forward as an alpha male. But as a beta male, you want your wife to okay you, boo, you doing a good job, and you need the validation to be a man.
Mm-hmm. I know what you're saying, man.
What you got, whiskey chocolate? I know
What you say?
I go. I call them whiskey chocolate.
Oh, whiskey chocolate. Okay.
Yeah, whiskey chocolate.
I'm gonna stick to the chocolate.
Yeah, but I think it just came out. It wasn't intentionally thought in my mind.
Yeah. Your mom was thinking of it as a joke.
Oh man, Franco calling me right now.
That's right. He can't get on. Shit.
No, Franco, he gotta call you. Tell him to call you on Facebook. What was you saying, Sutton?
Yeah, call me Frank. Shit.
He calling me on the regular phone.
Oh shit.
I was just saying, hey, if you want to go along with that, we go with that. It don't matter. Hey, I can always tell everybody else that in the military I've been called a lot worse. I don't give a shit what the hell you call me.
And okay, I got a comment from here from Leger. Thanks for tuning in, Leger, my brother, my buddy. Hey, Grunts, make sure y'all share this video. Tag another Grunt. Watch part of this video on your page, Wolf. Start the watch party on your page. Share this video. We talking about the alpha male. Leger says, I was a regular dude in an alpha male world. Now it's my time to lead and be the CEO.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. Well,
So he.
go ahead.
So, but the thing is what's the point at? How do you know if you're already at that point, at that alpha male position, then that way?
I think that's.
If you say he's already the CEO or the alpha male from that point, how do you know? I mean, what's the limit? I mean, where are you stopping at? Do you know your limit? Do you know what your what the goal is? You know?
Yeah.
Well,
Go ahead.
I think basically he was probably saying like he was in the world of alpha males. Maybe he sat back and learned from those alpha males, and now it's time, since he ain't around it no more, he got the juice. Maybe when he out here in society and shit, now it's time for him to be the motherfucking commander in charge. You see what I'm talking about? But maybe I'll misinterpret. But what
you can always ask him. He watching.
Well, yeah.
Look right there in the camera and be like, yo, elaborate. What did you mean?
What you got?
So I was a regular dude in the alpha male world. Now it's my time to lead and be the CEO. Now how I see that is because I know Leger.
Okay.
I know him from my old unit. And when I think of alpha male, I don't think of alpha male in the sense of these definitions. I think of alpha male in the sense of infantry, the biggest, baddest, strongest guy win. And I have to, it's like the jock syndrome. Right. I have to look bigger, I have to belittle you, but then I use something such as the rules of the army to flex my power.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they looking at an alpha male in the sense of caveman, raw. But he's always been the guy that's used his brain. Mm-hmm. And I've always admired that about him as a private. So he was in the alpha male world in the sense of jocks. Look at me, I can do the most push-ups, I can run the fastest, I can stand in line. But now he's like, I'm the CEO, so I have to step up to me and be that alpha male and connect so I can lead my people. That's how I see it. Does that make sense?
Well, yeah, you know him best.
So then they say, you got it. I was always learning. That was my secret weapon.
Right.
Like you, always learning.
Yeah.
And that's what I told him. He's always been sharp. It's just that people learn in different ways, and some people think of you not an alpha, that makes you less than. No, a true alpha male to me is you are using your mind because you know that's the strongest weapon.
Because if you ain't using that shit, you ain't shit.
Well,
that shit here controls everything.
That's.
I guess you could say that alpha males also learn quicker. That's why they're alpha males, because like you're saying, they use their brain, right? So from that point, they learn quicker, whether it's toward a positive way or a negative way type deal, you know?
Yeah.
They're learning, and they learn from those mistakes. So
right. There you go.
Because you already understand the situations. Like me, prioritizing my family and stuff like that instead of going out and buying a nice fancy car, this, that, and the other. I consider myself an alpha male there because I'm strategically using my mind. Like you said, I feel like I'm better than other people when it comes to those situations. I got a nice house, a nice vehicle, I got a great family. You know, things are going pretty smoothly.
You know what I really think what I personally think, and I'm gonna look at the definition again so I can give it to people. What I personally think makes a man an alpha male to me is if that man can stand on the words that he speak out of his mouth for himself.
Right.
He can live with that, and you can justify that. Because see, what was a man 50 years ago is totally different than what's a man now. As much as it don't bother me to say this, I understand this. What a man is in 2020 is not what a man was to me in 1995. It's just not. I didn't wear skinny jeans, but that don't mean skinny jeans are bad. Mm-hmm. I didn't believe in you know,
we wore big clothes.
I didn't believe in my girl hugging all up on me and being emotional like that, but I don't think that's bad. I just felt like I was the protector, you know what I'm saying? It was just different.
Right.
Hey, sorry, Smith, stop covering for your boy over there. I know Wolf over there wearing skinny jeans.
Hey, man. Hey, I had those balls. Like, not really skinny, they just fit right.
Right. Here's the thing. Right. I'm 43 years old, and I know that I have some pants that I'm like, bruh, these skinny.
Right.
Just be real with yourself. Right. But I like it. And you know why I like it? Because I'm like, yo, I'm an alpha male. I put the work in. My body look good. I'm at my natural size, my natural weight. Don't hate on me because you can't wear the clothes that's tailored for me.
But at the same time,
that's how I feel.
You know, we used to wear, what, 3X t-shirts?
Yeah, I did that too.
We wore 3X t-shirts back in the day, man.
But again, alpha males, you said that, evolve.
Yeah.
But it took us all some time. It took me some time to get to the point where I realized, or I was comfortable enough to walk in a store and buy some pants that fit me that way.
And comfortable in your own skin, man.
Yes, so Kenyatta, do I think I'm an alpha? Bro, I think I'm an alpha. Well, if you think you're an alpha, then you are an alpha.
Already.
That's what's important. If you think you're an alpha, you're an alpha. But the part about being an alpha is knowing that when you not being in your most alpha-esque, to be real. I mean, I'll bring it home. Last time we did Grunt Speak and I was leaving, you asked me how was I doing, and we start chopping it up and having a real conversation. And it's like the most thing about being alpha is not being afraid to share what you're going through to help get to a better version of you.
Yeah, man, you always gotta I don't know, to me you always, especially your friends you actually fuck with, you know what I'm saying, you gotta be at a different level with them, you know what I'm saying. We sit around here and joke and shit, all other bullshit, but at the same time we should be able to get together and talk, you know, personally. Like, hey, man, how you really doing? What's going on with you? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But see, some people don't think they can open up like that. But I can understand that. It's about trust.
It is about trust. Yeah. And a lot of people, a lot of men, though, just for real, I mean, just think about the dynamics of this, bro. You from Baton Rouge, I'm from Detroit, Sutton really from West Virginia. We don't really all come from affluent areas, and what we see in the neighborhood is you not showing emotion like that. Oh, no. You learning anger, rage, love for you is hitting something.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Big Sarge, I'm going to go out there and put down where I'm from. I'm from Texas, brother.
Oh, man.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Texas is the greatest country in the world.
Oh, see, now there you go with that mess,
there
man.
There we go again.
You go with this. See, that's being the beta. You looking for validation. God created a whole country. You just gonna claim one and that's it.
Texas say they're their own little country.
Hey, I tell you what, listen to me. If Texas attempt to succeed from the Union, they're gonna be called Mexico again.
Hell yeah.
Hey, look, okay, but when you go overseas, what does everybody ask you where you're from? The first place they ask you from Texas.
No, they just ask me where I'm from. I say I'm from Detroit.
They already know this country boy slang where I'm from.
We know we all don't like those fuckers.
Who, the Cowboys?
Yeah, I know.
But that's Texas. That's a Texas. People know the Cowboys before they know the Oilers and the Texans.
Oh yeah, them damn Oilers, they been out.
Well, listen. I guess if you look to ask the guys in Houston what makes an alpha male, and you ask the guys with Dallas what makes an alpha male, and you ask Detroit and Baton Rouge, you probably gonna get 4 different answers. It goes back to, again, what makes you an alpha male for you and your spirituality and your belief. Because it's something that you do with your wife that you may think make you alpha. That I disagree with. I might disagree with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's, again, what are you seeking? Are you looking for me to validate you and say, Wolf, you doing good, you the man, you know what I'm saying? Or you just looking to connect like, yo, I like how that brother moving and what he doing with his family. Right. I want to connect because that's the energy.
That's the energy I want around me.
Absolutely.
I can't do that. I'm never looking for validation from anybody. You know what I'm saying? Because I stand on my own too, man. I'm looking for the same energy that I'm putting out, you know what I'm saying? Reciprocate, whatever you call it.
Reciprocate.
Reciprocate.
I guess it's influence. Influence other people. Like that's what I look forward to doing. people to be, you know, I want to be able to influence people to be and have what I have.
You know what's Sutton, man? I sit up here, I post my little workouts and shit every day. I think ain't nobody watching me. But every now and then somebody in my inbox, man, said that looked at my shit and been like, hey man, you the motherfucker influenced me to get out here and do this shit, hey. And that's how that shit roll, man. You just gotta keep doing you, basically. Be true to your motherfucking self, man.
Hell yeah. Hell, and that's what I tell people at work. I mean, one of the people at work the other day, like, hey man, you're doing pretty good at that weight loss because I dropped 32 pounds in 3 months.
Oh,
And,
hey, that's badass.
like,
How many pounds?
like, hey,
What do y'all think about that? Or do you?
How many pounds you lost? 3 months?
32 pounds.
Oh, that's some good shit.
Yeah, I mean, it was. Hey, most of it came from, of course. I don't go to the gym, but most of mine came from cutting back carbs and
There you go.
cutting out sugars.
Hey, bro, fuck it. It's about the kitchen. It's about what you eating.
Yep.
Basically, you could go out there to the gym every day, but if you go to your kitchen and eat fucked up, you gonna be fucked up. You are what you put in your body, man. Period. That's it. But hell yeah, man. Good influence though, man. I ain't know that.
Hey, something's going on. I'm getting disconnected here. What are y'all doing?
Well,
So you
who
get
doing?
disconnected.
I don't know. We good over here. I don't know what's going on that
You
end.
live over here.
The phone wasn't disconnected on it. Come to the D. Laugh out loud. I know I am. Come to the D. I might be coming to the D real soon, man. I have to come up there and pick up my pops. There you go, Sutton. You back. I don't know what happened to you. So when I disappeared real quick, I overheard y'all talking about a little bit of influence, and I heard Wolf saying something about you do your little workout videos and you don't think nobody watching and you don't think nobody see it, and then you look in your comments and somebody like, yo man, thank you, that's why I keep doing what I
They
do.
right there.
And you gotta, what I like to say, my man Mr. Peen say, no matter what others may think of you, you gotta know that it's okay to just be you, and you keep on doing you, and it's helping somebody. And me being the person I am, being a, what I like to call, as we was talking about in that assessment, a flight attendant, being a specialist in my feelings and my emotions, a high I, being that type of person, being that type of person, when I start doing Mr. Ping inspirational stuff, I didn't start doing that for people.
Did it for yourself.
That was for me.
Yeah.
But then it got to a point where other people were enjoying it, and when you get on the Instagrams and you get on the social medias, then they made it a job. And so when people see me, they'll be like, yo, you be on, and then you get off. It looks like I'm not consistent.
Yeah.
No, I'm still doing videos. I'm just not posting them. I'm still inspiring people. You just don't see it.
Right.
But when it becomes part of a job, then it's not as exciting anymore. But I realize that people are watching, and if you just keep on doing what you do, they'll get what they need. So it's like, you ain't start working out to show videos. You ain't start posting pictures for people to comment.
Right.
But now that you know they commenting, it's like, oh, maybe I will interact with you. But when you make it feel like a job for me, that's not alpha for me, because I'm not looking to just get your validation.
Yeah.
I'm looking to connect with the people that see what I'm doing and like, yo, bro, I see how you out there rucking, and you was talking about your knee, and I know you missed a week or two.
And
when you come back like, you know what I'm saying?
And I'll get some from you. You know, that's how I grow.
Absolutely.
Man, back and forth,
the
man.
encouragement, though, is the encouragement that also help push you. You know, that seeking that attention, but it's also helping you kind of push yourself, though. So it kind of correlates with each other on that point.
Hell yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
What we talking about, the gentleman?
Other ones by telling you, hey man, I did good because I was watching you, or I did this workout because of you, or
Or did we
Oh,
already
yeah.
talk about the gentleman?
diet
No, we didn't, but we are.
because of you. So you know, it's almost at a point to where that you're looking for those words, but at the same time when you get it, it's like so much more encouraging, so it even pushes you even more.
Yeah, it does. Absolutely it do.
Because then now at that point you want to strive to even do even better and to even push even harder from that point. So it also helps you out as an individual too. So you're looking out for each other.
That's true.
You all, you know something, you know straight.
That is very true. So next that we had in when we were talking about, you know, alpha males, and you think about you think about the seeking a connection and you seeking a validation. And I think a lot of that reason that happens because you have to look at the difference between the two. That you got they say the alpha male is a gentleman and the beta male is a nice guy. And it's like, wouldn't the gentleman be a nice guy? Wouldn't you think a gentleman is a nice guy?
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
You know, I mean, not always.
You don't think a gentleman is a nice guy? Because they say an alpha male is a gentleman, but a beta male is a nice guy. So, and I remember my therapist gave me a book in 2013 called No More Mr. Nice Guy. And I thought he was pulling my leg because I said to him, I just told you some stories about some horrific stuff that I thought I did to people. And you gave me a book and told me I was a nice guy. And I had no idea what a nice guy was. But it was totally different than what I thought. So maybe, just maybe from that standpoint, I understand beta males being nice guys, alpha male being gentlemen. But you think that you can be a gentleman without being a nice guy? White Whiskey Charlie?
Man, I can see that. I mean, I just think that, you know, I don't know. I think there's a gray line there. I mean, I think that you can be beta or the other one and still be a nice guy. It's just it all depends on how people their perspective is on the situation and how the response is. Because again, it all goes back to what we were talking about before the video. Is everybody's opinions are different type. You know, you don't know how they're going to take it. That's what I tell even my associates and whenever it comes to the customers in the store. You know, how you respond back. You may not think that you're coming across that way, but it's coming across that way to that individual, right? Yes. Everybody's unique in their own type of way. So, you know, there's not going to be, depends on if you find that same individual that believes in the same things you do. So you really got to really walk a thin line on whether what's right or what's wrong. But if you believe it's right, then just hold it to it, you know?
Basically, I think you can be a nice guy in certain situations and a gentleman in certain situations. I don't think that it's just one-sided that anybody is. You know what I'm saying? Because some guys are pushovers on certain shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
Sorry about that.
No, you good.
You like you putting that discipline down. It's all good. That's what it's about.
What were you saying?
Well, basically, you know, like I think for us, motherfucker could be a gentleman and a nice guy. I don't think it's just one that anybody is, any man is. Because with nice guy, you could be a pushover with certain shit. I think everybody got something like with their daughter come up to them, you're a pushover with. You're a nice guy. You know what I'm saying? A gentleman, you know, be a gentleman in certain days. You know what I'm saying? I think it just depends on what you want to be that day.
I agree, because what it says is a gentleman is a man of good social position, especially one of wealth and leisure, polite or formal, using polite, use courteous designation, chivalrous or courteous. So he's genuine. Right. He's polite. But a nice guy, on the other hand, a nice guy is an informal term of an adult male who portrays himself with characteristics such as being agreeable, gentle, compassionate, and sensitive and vulnerable.
You can do that
with certain people.
Yeah,
and I think that's only with certain people. So like y'all was saying, depending on who the person is and what the situation is, it's gonna dictate the outcome of how I'm treating the person.
Nice guy with my daughter.
My wife used to tell me all the time that I wasn't a thug, that I was a teddy bear. And then I used to get offended for the longest time because I'm like, I'm from the D. What you talking about? I ain't no teddy bear. But then when we got back together and I sat down and I thought about it, I said, yo, okay, a teddy bear. A teddy bear, soft, cuddly. You know, some kids want to lay with it. Your gal want to cuddle up to it. They want to hold on to that thing. They want to cuddle with it. I said, but at the same time, though, it's still a bear. And when you poke a bear, bears still rip your face off.
I ain't never told nobody this shit.
So I could be a teddy bear.
My close home is when I was overseas. Guess what my girl used to call me?
Teddy bear man.
Fuck no.
What she call you?
A motherfucking snickerdoodle. What the fuck is that, man? A snickerdoodle, man. What the hell is that? I need to look that motherfucker up,
What is that, man?
Man, a snickerdoodle.
What is a man?
A snickerdoodle. Look it up. She's like, what's up, snickerdoodle?
The gentleman is a snickerdoodle. Hold on. Sutton, you know what a snickerdoodle is? I mean, Charlie, Whiskey Charlie.
A snickerdoodle. I've heard of it, but I don't know if I've actually, I don't know if it's something you train or not.
Snickerdoodle.
That's what my girl used to call me, snickerdoodle. What the hell is that?
A snickerdoodle. A snickerdoodle, a cookie that is made with usually butter, sugar, and flour, and that is rolled in cinnamon and sugar before baking. A snickerdoodle. You a cookie, dog.
Well, you know, it might mean.
And she got her own little pet thing.
know,
Maybe like
be
a cookie, she want to break it down, eat it up.
Eat it up.
Yeah.
You know, break it down. Whoa.
What was you saying, Whiskey Charlie?
I was just gonna go ahead and show my buddy Wolf over there that my nice hat and my shirt there for him.
Ooh! What y'all think about football season?
What do you got? I can't. I bet.
Texans.
I need to go ahead and
Oh,
start it.
shit.
I need to go ahead and start it.
Man, look.
Y'all play this year?
Ain't nobody playing. We supposed to open up and play the Cowboys. The Steelers. First game, I think. That shit have been through all. Ain't nobody playing. Well, I know we ain't playing right now.
A lot of people step back. Well, everybody could be waiting for who's gonna step up there, you know what I'm saying? Who's gonna be the gentleman to step out there and validate the process and say it's all good? Or somebody gotta connect. Alpha males and beta males. Because the alpha males gonna be the owners. The beta males might be the players. Think about it from that perspective. Because they're waiting on the owners to validate and say it's okay. But some players are beta males by saying, I'm deciding not to, our alpha males by saying, I'm going to take ownership and say, I ain't playing at all this year.
Man, I think the NBA could do it like how the UFC did it for us with what UFC got, the Fight Island. I think basketball could do it. But you can't do that with football. House all the players, all that shit, man. You can't do that, bro.
Well, that's what they said. They think the NBA is good where they at because they can do it at Disney World. But they said they think the NFL will need like the island, like the UFC.
You gonna need something. But I don't think it could work, man. Football gonna be out, bro. It's gonna be out.
I don't know, man. That's a lot of money and that's a lot of funding, and they probably will do. They probably will do away with it.
But to tell you the truth, this is just much contact for us, you know, grabbing the same fucking ball the whole time. Hey, if you ain't passing like that, if you go play basketball, you might well play fucking football.
Yeah. What you over there into, Whiskey Charlie?
I'm still over here just watching Kevin Hart over here talk some shit about LeBron and Shaq.
Okay, so getting back into this, what we were talking about, the alpha male, I guess, you know, I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. This gentleman and nice guys, it just didn't hold much weight as I thought it would, and seeking connection and validation, and we kind of burned through that.
Yeah.
So we just gonna roll on to the next one, because it's Grunt Speak. We gonna speak on it. We gonna keep on speaking, like the grunts that sit in the field. We gonna
speak and do what the fuck we want to do.
Ooh-wee! We gonna jump right into my favorite number, which is number 7.
What you got?
It say alphas face their inner demons, betas hide from them or use them as excuses. Come on now, what y'all got on that?
They got.
Okay, repeat that one more time.
Alpha males face their inner demons. So that shit that you dealing with, whether it's finances is all jacked up, you got to go talk to your wife. You know, whether your health is all out of whack, you got to go talk to your wife. Your bad relationship with your wife, you got to go talk to your homeboys. Whatever you feel like you know personally that you losing that, those inner demons, you face it and you go get the help. But a beta male, on the other hand, know that you got those inner demons and you run to go get you some alcohol, or you go work all day not to talk to your wife, you stay at the gym all day not to talk to your kids, you go read books all day not to be with your family, so you hide from those things. Alphas face their inner demons. Betas, they hide and run from them. That's what we're going to talk about. So this grunt speak, grunt. I need y'all to speak on it. Do you run from your fear? Do you run from your past? Or do you face it? I'm just saying. Thanks, brother. Say nice glasses. What you got?
Man, I'm going to let y'all go with it first.
Oh, okay, cool. What you got, Whiskey Charlie?
Hell, I would say that I guess that you can be either or on these situations, because I feel like I'm more of a alpha in this situation. Like on the first piece of it, I felt like I was more of a beta. So I feel like I usually try to take it straight on, head on with whatever situation's going on. So I mean, I guess there could be a fine line where you're walking on either or, depending on the situation.
All right. That's a very powerful statement, because that was my next question. Could it be that we are being so alpha in some areas that we don't realize that we also could be beta in some areas? Because it touched different praying points and pressure points. I'm alpha as hell when it comes to putting that ruck on, stretching my mind and going for it. But then when it comes to something like building with my wife or whatever, I'm beta because I'm looking for validation from my wife. So I'm giving her that happy wife, happy life. But at the same time, it's doing something to bother me. Right. But I ain't going to say that shit because I'm alpha. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I feel what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? So I do believe it depends on the situation. I know I was a person that was both. You know, I was beta and I was alpha, and some days I feel like I'm both. You know what I'm saying? Some days I feel like I'm looking at problems and I'm like, woe is me. And other days I'm like, yo, that's what I put the ruck on for. I put the weight on my back and I carry it out. So for me, it's just like whatever the situation may be, the end result gonna be alpha as hell.
Right.
Because I gotta keep going. But I do have a poopy pants moment, like David Goggins say, where you don't want to get up and hit the gym.
Pants moment.
Huh?
Did you just say poopy pants moment?
Yeah, that came from one of the hardest, from the heart. That title, that little snafu right there, that little wordplay came from who most people consider the hardest man on earth, the hardest motherfucker on earth. We're talking about a dude that runs 100 miles in 24 hours and went through Hell Week 3 times on broken legs. So if this motherfucker can use poopy pants, I know I can.
Bad motherfucker.
If you don't know who David Goggins is, you need to look up David Goggins, because he's alpha as fuck.
That's a bad man. Bro.
Yeah, so you know he got to be real for Sarge to be talking about poopy pants.
Right.
But no, in all seriousness though, I was a person that, you know, I looked at the negative and made excuses as just as well as getting myself back up on the horse, because a lot of people know me Grunt Speak. A lot of people know me from the military. I was alpha as fuck. In the military, if you ask me, if you ask certain people, I was doing what I needed to do to carry that torch. But when it came to my personal life and my family, I was beta as fuck, because I never seen what a successful alpha male looked like in the role of a husband and a father and things like that.
Right.
If that makes sense. But as I grew in my life and I understood that, okay, what makes me real alpha is understanding that just like I fixed the military shit, I can fix this part of my life too.
You gotta attack life the same way. You gotta implement all that shit that you learned in the military. Oh, okay, I'm letting them roll.
Go ahead, Whiskey Charlie.
With it, Whiskey Charlie.
I'm sorry about that. Didn't mean to step on you there.
You good, big dog.
But hey, look, man. Again, it goes back to where you really feel like your goal is whether you're an alpha or beta from that point. You know what your goal is in life. I mean,
right.
It's whether or not much you're going to consider yourself an alpha or a beta. You know?
Yeah.
Because truthfully, you know, like you were saying, it's like, you know, whatever you set your goal at, you know, you could be an alpha, you could be a beta from that point. You know, if you set yourself a higher goal, okay, what is your goal? You know, and if you reach that goal, okay, you consider yourself an alpha, right? But if you want to go higher, then why not stretch it and challenge yourself? If
you was up here in the military, don't get in real life situations with family and you know you handle soldiers at this level. Don't get with your family and your wife and shit and stoop to this shit. When you're in life, keep the same motherfucking shit going. Go higher than you was in the military. Implement that shit into your regular life and fix that shit and make that shit work, man.
Here's the thing,
on the way to road.
Again, and I'm glad that you said that because it goes back to something specific that we just talked about in those characteristics. For you to say that is perfect for you because working at that pace is the pace that you work at. But for somebody like me, such as if I wouldn't have been doing the research and I'm a person that's feelings, if I get with the right squad leader that made me feel a certain way, that probably validated me, and that was like, oh, cool, I could connect with them, not knowing that, hey, I'm being alpha when I'm being in my real emotions, but I'm being beta maybe when I'm looking to get this validation. But learning that what's my super characteristics for you, I'm already on the roll. You just gotta roll with that shit. For a person that's in their feelings, though, they gotta connect to the right energy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's true. You do have to look at it for where you at your stage in life. And here's something even bigger than that, bro. We talking about alpha and beta male based off what another male say. Think about that. Most of us on this camera may consider ourselves, I don't want to say Christian, but I'll say spiritual, believe in God or some higher form of yourself, not religion. Something bigger than yourself, though. Right. The universe, the stars, you know, it's something.
It's something.
It's something bigger than yourself. So why are we talking about what another male or female or somebody is saying? How can you tell me that I'm what an alpha or a beta male is when the power that's bigger than all of us says that I am the wolf? I am, in this moment, I need to be beta because my daughter need me. That don't make me beta or nothing. That just means I'm wise enough to understand that I need to be this type of energy in this moment. And in this moment, I need to be this type of energy.
Yeah. You gotta just like on with combat, man. You gotta turn that switch on. You gotta know how to turn that motherfucker off.
Okay, so cool. Now, how do we make this relate to the people that's never seen combat? Because, see, we can relate this to military and, you know, alpha, beta, male, but when you want to connect with certain people, if you've never...
Shit, life.
Absolutely.
Shit, life is life. Life harder than the gladiators we serve with. They get back and deal with real, you know, life
Listen,
and family, and that's harder than... You know.
This for all my non-grunts out there, and I want to say this for the grunts for the non-grunts. This is Smith. This is Big Sarge's honest opinion. It's easier to be on a deployment in a combat zone than it is to be at home dealing with your family and bills and things of that nature. It's just easier. Because when you deployed and you're in the military, everything is laid out. The plan is laid out for you. From breakfast to dinner to bedtime to mission. It's easier. And a lot of times what happens is once we come home, we don't know how to adjust. Sometimes some grunts thinking it on their own. Functioning in life on their own. And then we blame civilians for not knowing how to do life when we haven't figured out how to adapt into this new life we in. Whiskey Charlie, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm actually talking to my buddy here. He actually was a psychologist. He actually got his degree and everything else, and he's been listening to me talk and stuff like that, and he's kind of chiming me on some things. So listening to him and listening to you at the same time.
Enlighten us, man. Don't keep all that knowledge over there to yourself.
Here, look. I'm gonna let you talk to him real quick here then.
Yeah, I still hear you. You broke up a little bit, but I hear you. Hey man, and I'm doing great, sir. And you enlighten us on what you've been hearing and what you think.
Okay, and I was just talk to Justin and let them know, the alpha and beta personalities, they're not something that you can just pick up and put on like pants. Those are traits that's innate. Those are traits that you are, inherited traits that you are born with. Okay, now how you develop that trait, how you manufacture that trait, is something that you have to govern. Okay, we can live through life and walk through life, with rose-colored glasses on, or we can look at them, straight on. An alpha man is going to stand up and he's going to be productive. He's going to be, projective, and look at certain things, in a righteous way. And most betas, they be more comprehensive. They be more reluctant to face things head on. But we can deter our understanding, our knowledge, the comprehension of how we go through things by learning how to conduct ourselves in a more of an alpha, if I could use that, terminology. Well, that's an innate trait. That's something that that we are born with.
Right.
So if we're going to try to help others in any form or any fashion, we have to know how to listen and see where we are within the situation that we're facing.
Really.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand exactly what you're saying. I'm learning that powerful skill you just said.
And listening. I'm processing it right now. I'm still listening. I'm processing.
A lot of people don't know the terminology that and the vernacular that we use when we come down to what we look at as internal or external locus of control.
Mm-hmm.
See, a person that deals with external locus of control, they look at the external factors of what is controlling how they do things, what and how they react to things. But an internal person, an internal locus of control, you look within yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm old school. I'm 62 years old. Retired. Went through some things. But I always look back at Michael Jackson, the man in the mirror.
Yes.
Look in the mirror.
That's right.
So, and I look at internal locus of control. And if you get a chance, just look it up or Google it. You got an external and internal locus of control. And so we have to learn how to develop that, because I'm not going to let nothing external control how I deal with situations, how I deal with, my circumstances, because I have to control it within. Because see, you cannot make me mad.
Absolutely.
I can allow myself to get mad.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh,
That's
yeah. 100%.
That's some good knowledge, bro. That's some good knowledge there, man.
I think it's a good thing that y'all doing. It's a good way, to reach out to other, grunts, to other, to other soldiers, to help them develop themselves into, the personalities, into the men that they need to be, because our generation will dying out.
Yeah.
We need the guidance and the understanding that y'all developing, for the younger generation now. And I do thank y'all for that.
Much love, man. Much love, bro.
I am greatly humbled and definitely honored, because that was the whole mission. And for you to just be there right now, to me, in my mind, is a godsend, because it just validates again what you're doing, having those characteristics that want to make you be at the tip of the spear and also feeling with what this thing describes as a beta male, but just understanding as a male, you just simply adjusting and learning in life and sharing knowledge. So, man, I'm honored that you was there at that moment right now. And when he said psychology, like it just blew my mind. I was all ears for just the learning and for the knowledge.
We must got the different terminology for it. Looked it up while you was talking.
Oh yeah, I'm already on it. Internal and external locus.
Mm-hmm. Excuse me, I'm sorry. But one thing I know about my Lord, he put me where he needs me the most. And he uses us. See, God cannot, come down and touch us and give us and handle us the way that he can, but he can put people in our life to give us and handle us the way he wants us to. So, everything is not happenstance. It's all good from God.
Absolutely. Well, I agree. You can't make this type of stuff up. And it's like I told Justin and I told my buddy right here next to me, Wolf, when he gave me this, I was walking and talking to God like I normally do. And it was Memorial's Day when I contacted him and I said, I'm going to do something for soldiers. There's got to be something for grunts, because although we play macho in the service, when we get out, it's 22 veterans a day committing suicide. So it's got to be a different way to get around this. And, and this is what it was. This is what he gave me. And I'm so grateful that we had this opportunity to get this knowledge from you on this show live.
Damn, bro, that's some knowledge. Hey, we still learn. He left me hanging on the cam. He left me hanging. Look what the
my bad.
Hey, I'm still hanging. I was still hanging at first. I had to come on back in there, man.
What was you saying, sir? I can't hear y'all. I don't know what's going on. But what you think about all that, man?
Man, that's some shit that I'm taking and processing right now, and I have to look it up like how my little profile came up, so I can know what the hell I'm talking about. He must give you an explanation on what the hell I think about.
Simple words. We thought we know what they meant based off of what somebody else said.
Yeah.
But it applied to your life different. Whiskey Charlie. Hey man, that right there, that was powerful right there, Whiskey Charlie.
That's an educational course, there, man.
That was. I see you still surrounding yourself with the old wisdom of the black man knowledge, huh?
Father time, baby.
Hey, look, you're only as strong as the people you put around you, bro.
Absolutely.
So, I keep myself around positive people, good people, and as long as I do that, I'm gonna be that guy who I am. And that's also who I am. So I'm also gonna create that vibe that comes for me. You're gonna be that negative person. You're gonna fight that negative person into your life. So I try to keep positive. Try to keep people in and around me positive. That's my story right there.
That's Alpha's all outdoors right there, brother.
Yeah.
You do keep positive people around you, and I think that's what make people. Like you said, that born innate trait is just something, some people that make you want to be good to people, that make you want to have this no excuses attitude and go get it. It's like when I talk to people, like, people see this part of me, but they don't know, when I'm talking to people about dropping out of high school or quitting the military, active duty, or certain shit I did, they be looking like, really?
Right.
I thought you was just, no, I got there because I went through some stuff. It's like when you talk about, what you did before you got to the Army in Baton Rouge, you know what I'm saying?
Kicked out of school,
man,
motherfucking basic juvenile delinquent and motherfucking boot camps, 2 boot camps before I went to Fort Benning.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So
it's a trait, man. It's something in you that makes you want more, and I know we all have it in us. And it's about digging into you and really feeling like, how do I put the smoke, the turn that little ember into a flame. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because it's there. I don't think nothing was created for no reason. Everything has a purpose, and you're supposed to do something good.
You gotta learn your priorities, man.
Got to.
Period.
Judas even had to be Judas, bro. Just saying. Everybody have a purpose. Man, I don't know about y'all, man, but I'm not going to drag it out. I am going to close with the wise words of the gentleman that you put on today, Sutton. and I'm gonna let that marinate because I don't have anything to add to that. And I'm a firm believer in you leave well enough alone. When wisdom has been placed, you just let it marinate. Ain't no need for me to attempt to make y'all laugh or make y'all be funny. This is what happened in the foxhole when we started to break out and go to our fart sacks and go to sleep.
Yeah.
Somebody dropped the knowledge, somebody dropped the wisdom, and everybody else break contact. This has been Grunt Speak. Well, this is by Grunts for Grunts, where everybody's welcome. But everybody cannot and will not be a member. If you're not 11B, 11 Charlie, 0311, you welcome to be part of the battalion, the brigade, but you might not be on the squad.
Man, we're going to do an outside show.
Yeah, we're going to do an outside show. It's been that Texas heat, though.
Nah, we might have to do like a wood in the wood line.
By my house. You know what? By my house, the wood line we set up.
We're going to have to make sure they don't call no people on
They
might think we out there tripping or something.
Oh, yeah, we might have to go to Whiskey Charlie house. He stay in the woods.
Oh, okay. Put a motherfucking hooch up.
We gonna need an antenna though. We gonna do it like MASH.
Man, I'm talking about putting a hooch up.
Put a lean-to up.
Put a motherfucking hooch up with a pilot pad up under that bitch.
Hey, we can do it. We get the solar panel stuff for the power.
Man,
we can make it happen.
Oh yeah,
you go out of town.
That's right. We do need
Yeah, we can make it happen. You work at Home Depot, right? You work at we get everything we need.
Hey, then put us a good little fire out there, man. Cook some shit.
Look, we don't need no solar panel. Look at this. We back here, porch kicking it.
There you go.
All fireworks on the August of 9th. You know, 4th of July.
Man, I want an outside fire, man. Cook some motherfucking steaks on that motherfucker. Talk that shit.
Oh, hey, look, check it out. I got y'all covered right here. Look, it's all dark. My grill's all set up, ready to go.
Oh,
we gonna have to go out there and do Grunt Speak before you go to for the ATL.
Hell yeah.
Hey man, we gotta get together, man. Seriously, we might need to put that together, son. Make a weekend, make a day out of it. I don't know, an overnighter, or you do come out there and do an early edition if we doing a turn and burn.
Nah, hell no.
Do an overnighter.
We ain't turning and burning with him. We gonna be simple.
Yeah, so we gonna do an overnighter.
We ain't turning and burning.
You gonna have to take the Monday off. We gonna have to do an overnighter. Do Grunt Speak live from the Whiskey Charlie. I don't know what you call it, but yeah.
You ain't got no green cots, do you?
Yeah.
Hey, I need one of the green cots to put the little thing on the top and make that bitch tighter, the little ball.
Hey, I got the sleeping bags. I got the sleep systems.
Look, I got that hammock. Whoever wants it.
Get that green cot.
He said he got the hammock. I got a tent too, though.
Oh, I just need a poncho. Put a hooch up.
Ooh, lean to it.
Put a hooch up with some 550 cord, man.
All right, cool. All right, then, Whiskey Charlie, we gonna sign off. Again, this has been Grunt Speak, where this is by Grunts for Grunts. Everybody welcome, but everybody cannot and will not be a member. Alpha male, it's an inherited trait. You heard what he said. Born into it. You operate in it.
All right.
Totally different than what we thought it was, but we were still right on point.
We still learn.
Still learning. That's what's so alpha. You still learning and understanding that you can learn more and give back to others.
That's what's so fucking human too. You
Man.
gotta be learning something every day.
Hey, I like to tell myself when I'm talking, I'm teaching. When I'm listening, I'm learning.
Right.
If other than that, I'm wasting time.
Right. Wasn't no questions asked. Let the man talk.
Let me make sure we don't have nobody to say nothing to. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in. Kibby, Battle, Lejeune, Sutton, everybody that tuned in, everybody that shared this video, watched part of this video. We'll see y'all next Sunday on Grunt Speak, where it's by Grunts for Grunts. Wolf Shooter, you got something?
Nah, I'm good, man. Appreciate y'all. Salute.
Whiskey Charlie.
Hey, I agree with that old shooter over there. Hey, have a nice one, and I appreciate y'all. Thank you for watching, and we'll get y'all next Sunday then.
All ready. Stay up, brother.
And we down.